Today, I'm going to be going over the trades that I took this week. All in all, it was a pretty decent week. I ended up profiting about 1.5%. I took one break even, one loss, and one win. So it was overall pretty good. I did make some mistakes, nothing like crazy, just some simple trailing stop loss mistakes. But it's all good, honestly. I think that next week will actually be pretty good, and we can probably make even more. But so to start off, we took our first trade on USD JPY. I was seeing that we were trending up, making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Then once I saw that we made this higher high, I was looking for it to pull down into this order block right here and bounce off. As you can see, it bounced up. This was my target right here, but when we go down to our lower time frame, what you'll actually see is my trade stopped here because when I woke up in the morning, I saw that we had actually pushed all the way up, and I was up about, I think, a 2 to 1. And then so I was like, okay, pretty massive candle. If it pulls back, it shouldn't pull back too much. And also just in general, I just wanted to not let my trade go from 2% profit to, a full loss. And right after I did that, probably within like 30 minutes, it hit my stop loss and then ended up running up and hitting my official take profit anyway. It like barely wicked it though, because I think my take profit was like 610 and it got up to like 620 or something like that. So it was all in all not horrible. Obviously, I wish I had, left my stop loss the way it was, but that's just a hindsight thing. So on to our second trade. It was a loss on GBP NZD. This trade was just, I don't know. I mean, really wasn't too much I could have done about it. Actually, there was probably something I could have done, but um, I don't regret playing it the way I did. So basically, I had an order block around this area, and I like refined it a little bit more in the lower time frames. But as you could see, we just had like a massive candle, and I set a limit order to just be filled the second it hit. So once we got into our order block, which was basically just right where you could see the stop loss and take profit, or stop loss and entry. So I got them right here. And from that point, it pushed up a little bit in the profit, probably was up about 1%, and then ended up pushing down and hitting a loss within about 45 minutes. So, I mean, there's really not much else to explain on this. It was just, I probably could have waited more for a change of character, but I'm trying to see if I can utilize limit orders more often than not, because I feel like a lot of my trades play out when I'm sleeping. So I would rather just get in and take a loss and potentially every once in a while catch like a nice 1 to 3, 1 to 4, rather than miss out on all the trades. So yeah, but that's this trade. It was very quick, very simple. It was all right. And now that leads us to the last trade I took. I did take profit on this a little early as well, but I still was not mad about the profit at all. So as you can see, I was also using limits for this. I waited for price to pull down into this order block right here, caught the bounce, had a limit order right here at the top of this order block, and it perfectly tapped that order block and bounced up. Now, again, by the time I woke up, it was up about 2%. I initially was gonna trail, but it's already Friday, so I didn't want to be too aggressive and greedy. So I decided to just maybe take the profit and just see what it does. And it ended up actually going up to what would have been my actual official take profit, which would have been here. So it is what it is. I think next week we'll probably get some better setups that'll play out a little quicker. And the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is because I am taking a funded challenge, but my funded challenge doesn't allow me to trade on weekends, so I have to close my trades before the weekend. So it was just, I'd rather just close it out now for a guaranteed profit rather than hope and wait, and then it ends up like pulling down, and then I secure a lower profit before the weekend, or trying to wait for it to run up, and then it doesn't run up, and then it was just a waste of time anyway. So yeah, that's the main reason I played it the way I did. But this is all I did for this week. It was pretty good. All in all, like I said, a 1.5% profit. And yeah, I'll probably end up making another video on my setups for next week, the next week coming up. And yeah, stay tuned for that.